Solana, possibly the hottest blockchain of the moment, is climbing over a year and a half after its mainnet beta launch in March 2020. Because of its speed and reported throughput of 50,000 transactions per second, it is one of the world's first web-scale blockchains and quickest networks. Sol tokens can be purchased on most exchanges. One choice to trade Solana is on Binance, as it has the highest Sol to USDT trading volume as of February 2021. The Solana Foundation has announced that a total of 489 million Sol tokens will be released in circulation. At the moment, about 260 million of these have already entered the market. The Sol token distribution is as follows: 16.23% went towards an initial seed sale, 12.92% of tokens were dedicated to a founding sale, 12.79% of Sol coins were distributed among team members, and 10.46% of the token were given to the Solana Foundation. The remaining tokens were already released for public and private sales or are still to be released to the market. Solana's consensus procedures are a unique blend of proof of history and proof of stake. Solana protocol's key component is proof of history, which handles the majority of transaction processing. POH keeps track of successful operations and the time that has passed between them, ensuring the blockchain's trustlessness. The POS consensus serves as a monitoring mechanism for the POH processes, validating each block sequence produced. Solana is a one-of-a-kind phenomena in the blockchain industry since it combines two consensus processes. The Solana network is a fourth-generation blockchain that aims to address the blockchain trilemma, or the problem of constructing a fast and scalable network without sacrificing security or decentralization. The protocol includes 8 fundamental technologies that allow transactions to expand according to bandwidth, resulting in industry-leading transaction speeds and enterprise-level security. Is its latest growth in investor confidence a sign that Solana is on its way toward mass adoption? Stick till the end of this video to find out. Anatoly Yakovenko is the most important person behind Solana. His professional career started at Qualcomm, where he quickly moved up the ranks and became Senior Staff Engineering Manager in 2015. Later on, his professional path shifted and Yakovenko entered a new position as a software engineer at Dropbox. In 2017, Yakovenko started working on a project which would later materialize as Solana. He teamed up with his Qualcomm colleague Greg Fitzgerald, and they founded a project together called Solana Labs. Attracting several more Qualcomm colleagues in the process, the Solana protocol and Sol token were released to the public in 2020. Solana uses a proof-of-stake POS consensus model like Cardano and Tron, except it is reinforced by Tower BFT consensus. Tower consensus enables the network to reach consensus despite potential attacks from malicious nodes. People often mistake POH, one of Solana's core innovations, for a consensus protocol. However, this is a permissionless, globally available source of time on the blockchain that works before the network reaches consensus. Solana claims to support over 50,000 transactions per second with over 1200 nodes on the current testnet, making it by far the most performant blockchain network. In comparison, proof-of-work-based systems like Bitcoin support approximately 5 transactions per second, while Ethereum currently averages around 13 transactions per second. This makes Solana around 10,000 times faster than Bitcoin and 3,800 times faster than Ethereum. Another unique aspect about the network's performance is that it is achieved without using off-chain or layer 2 solutions, whereas Ethereum is reliant on Polygon's plasma chains and similar scaling solutions. Thus, Solana remains one of the few layer 1 blockchain protocols that isn't exposed to the mass exit problem and other risks associated with layer 2 networks. Solana has an average block time of 600 milliseconds, which is the time it takes to create a new block on the blockchain. As for the fees, the network averages $0.00025 per transaction, which is a fraction of a cent. To put this in perspective, a $1 million transaction would cost about $10 on Solana, whereas the same transaction on Ethereum would cost approximately $300,000, as Ethereum currently averages $6.86 per transaction. Solana's ultimate goal is solving the blockchain trilemma, which hypothesizes that a decentralized network can only satisfy two of the three main properties: decentralization, security, and scalability. Solana claims to have solved the trilemma with its 8 core innovations, but whether this is enough to inspire mass blockchain adoption remains to be seen. The network already hosts several great projects with partners like USDC, Chainlink, Kin, BSN, Exodus, and Serum, a decentralized exchange that surged 1500% only 12 hours after its launch. With over 250 projects in the ecosystem, increasingly more developers are choosing to build on Solana, as its blockchain offers some of the lowest latency and gas costs on the market, two of the most important considerations for decentralized applications. The biggest Solana season hackathon was also concluded on June 7 with 13,000 registrations and more than 300 projects submitted. Solana is build ready today. After seeing explosive growth in global developer uptake, we are convinced that scalability and throughput in blockchain are now a solved problem. This is an inflection point akin to the moment that PCs became widely accessible in the 70s, said Yakovenko, co-founder and CEO of Solana Labs in a press release. This is what the CEO of Solana Labs thinks. We ask, what do you think about Solana? Let us know in the comments. Like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.